Welcome viewers, click the red button to subscribe and press bell icon to get all updates. An unprecedented string of accomplishments and progress has already had a positive impact on millions of us. Donald J. Trump has launched his presidency with a 100-day stretch of accomplishments and progress that has had a positive impact on millions of Americans. President Trump has enacted more legislation and signed more executive orders in his first 100 days than any president in a half-century, despite historic Democratic obstruction. Just as Neil and Gorsuch sits on the Supreme Court. Illegal border crossings are at a 17-year low. U.S. exports have spiked to a 2-year high. As the economy has created hundreds of thousands of jobs, the number of people collecting unemployment has hit a 17-year low. Mr. Trump has started to chip away at a burdensome regulatory framework that punishes job creators, prohibits innovation, and prevents aspiring entrepreneurs from entering the marketplace, saving companies and workers an estimated $18 billion annually. Commander-in-Chief Trump has shown strength and started to restore America's standing in the world. Investments in the military, swift action in Syria, Afghanistan, and 16 bilateral meetings with world leaders enhanced the safety and security of America, her allies, and her citizens. These facts fly in the face of a presumptively negative portrayal by many in the media. In first 100 days, Trump abandons working families, Charles Schumer. Donald Trump delivers 100 days of Second Amendment victories, Chris Cox. 100 days of Trump selling his presidency. Our View. A recent study found that 89% of the broadcast media's coverage of President Trump has been negative, even as objective measures indicate that Americans are feeling extraordinarily optimistic with President Trump at the helm. Yet most Americans discern the difference between news and noise, and they want their country, and their president, to succeed. According to a Pew Research Center survey, Americans hold the most positive assessment of the economy in 10 years. Consumer confidence has soared to its highest level in more than 16 years. Manufacturers' optimism is up 35 points from just a year ago, clocking in at 93%. Home builders' confidence has reached a 12-year high. In 3 short months, President Trump has delivered on his vow to the forgotten men and women of America to upend a swamp-like system that favors special interests and the powerful. Rather than be ignored, the middle class inspire greater accountability and oversight measures in government, a bold tax reform and relief plan, and increased opportunities in vocational and technical education and related employment. It took President Obama more than a year to pass Obamacare. It has taken President Trump a matter of weeks to fashion a replacement for Obamacare that lowers costs, increases access and improves quality in health care. President Trump's first 100 days, like his election, is historic in many ways. So, too, is the vocal and visceral obstruction of Democratic elected officials. They have made plain their wholesale resistance, despite the desire among many of their constituents to support major pieces of the Trump agenda. If Democrats join this president in putting America first and unite for the good of the American people, the president's successful first 100 days will be a prelude to an extraordinary American renaissance that will span generations. Kellyanne Conway is counselor to President Donald Trump.